Good day, this is Michael with Iconasys. Today we want to do a real-time workflow video of shooting consumer electronics. And we're going to make this especially hard on ourselves by shooting a white product. So let me go ahead. I've just enabled live view on my camera. And I'm going to go ahead and position my object in the center of the turntable. As you can see, that was a real-time preview of what our camera sees before we even have taken a photo. And the great thing about this is we can see stuff in a large resolution preview before we even enter the capture process. So first and foremost, we can see it's out of focus. I'm actually going to toggle my camera back into autofocus, and that's going to refocus my camera. Additionally, should users require, you can adjust your focal point manually. So you can see I can drive my lens. Let me actually make it blurry here for you, and I'm going to pull it back into focus. So you have full control over your focal point through mouse clicks. In addition to your focal point, we can see that this is quite dark. Again, it's a white product. So what we want to start doing is adjusting our camera settings to optimize for our lighting environment. So I'm just changing my shutter speed right now, and I'm working with a Canon camera that's connected via USB. So that's how we're able to talk to it. We send commands through USB to talk to the camera. And as we make camera setting adjustments, we're going to see the exposure simulation in real time on our monitor screen. So after I've gone ahead and just adjusted my camera settings, let's go ahead and just quickly do a snap of the image just to make sure it's going to look good. So I'm just going to pre-crop that. It's only going to take a picture of what's inside this area that I define. And I'm going to hit my snap button here. And when I hit capture, that's going to upload that image instantly, and we can go and inspect that one-to-one if we want. We can see overall a very good quality image, white product on white background instantly. Let's go ahead and remove this image from the queue. We are going to go back into our live view mode and enter the 360 shooting workflow. Our first step in this 360 area is to pre-rotate our subject. Visually, we would like to ensure that our object is spinning in the center of the turntable. The other thing that we'd like to do here is, as it rotates 360, and again, as we're watching that to make sure it's spinning in the center, we want to obviously adjust our pre-crop. That is, we define the area that we wish to shoot, again by defining this crop, square, or rectangle. Users can say always crop in a perfect square or a specific ratio if you do have imaging requirements for, say, a perfect square image every time. So it looks like we've done a pretty good job positioning our object in the center of our turntable. So what I'm actually going to do is just stop it right here, and we're going to start the 360 shooting process. Users can shoot from 8 up to 72 frames per 360. For the purpose of this demo, I'm actually going to shoot 24. Actually, pardon me, I'll shoot 18. Most of our customers do shoot 24 frames per 360. The more frames, the smoother the output file. However, the heavier the output file. So it's kind of a double-edged sword in that respect. We typically suggest about 24 images. So what I've done here is I hit start, and you can see that starts to automate my process. It goes snap, turn, stop, snap, turn, stop, snap, captures the images, and uploads them to our computer immediately after capture. Now, again, this is fully automated. We have our turntable is also connected via USB to our computer. And the software application is talking to the turntable and controlling that based on the predefined number of shots that we had specified. So just to discuss a little bit more, lighting is critical here. As you can see, we did not make this easy on ourselves, but as we're shooting a white product, as I'm sure most users would know, shooting a white object is very difficult, especially to get onto a white background, and the editing process is usually pretty manual. So we've designed specific lighting solutions for our 360 turntables. It's the Iconasys 360 LumiPad LED photography system that, again, will do a very good job for products of any color, allowing users to get color accurate results, again with the white backgrounds immediately. As you can imagine, it would become quite cumbersome to go and manually have to edit 24 frames, as in the case of this 360 view that we're shooting. So the better you can actually light your product, the more time you're going to save in the long run. So lighting is absolutely critical. We are photography experts over here and have designed lighting systems that do a great job for this. Again, you can always work with your own lighting systems specifically with our turntables, but it's always nice to have another option through Iconasys. So we can see that we've captured our 360 set of images. That is 24 in total. I'm going to enter into my editing area here. We can inspect each individual image if we want. And typically what we want to do inside of here is you might want to make some small adjustments. First and foremost, just to prove that it's white, you can see this RGB color value up here. Again, just watch where my mouse is. As I hover around, I can go and hover on the product and inspect those color values. But we can see here, we've shot onto pure white instantly. Again, with a slight drop reflection, which I do personally prefer. I think gives it a little bit more of a real feel, or pardon me, a real feel. The other thing that you can start to do inside of here is you can start to do color adjustments if that was something that you did require. So just to communicate this feature and functionality, I'm just going to make a small levels adjustment, increase my sharpness here. And then what I can do is that edit change that I've just made, I can actually say apply to all. So in a batch process, it's going to go and edit those 24 images all at once for me. Again, being able to automate this process saves a lot of time. And applying it to all is obviously a pretty good feature there too. So now my last step is I'm going to go ahead and output these images. So we are shooting, let's say, JBL headphones. It is going to name them in a batch process for us, sequentially and numerically. I can also say, resize all these to 1,000 pixels wide. We're going to go and save to, let's go and choose an output folder here. Let me just go up one layer here, and I'm just going to go my images. Okay, and that's what we're going to select for our output folder. And then we can choose to resize, so I'll say 1,000 pixels wide, and also choose our resolution. I hit OK. And let's go and inspect this folder, output, and I think it was my images, and you can see it's batch outputting all those images for us. I'm going to launch our 360 View Creator application. This will allow us to take these individual frames and put them into our interactive 360 product view. Oh, pardon me, 18 images, so I'm going to go ahead and select all those and just drag and drop them into our 360 View Creator application. You can see very fast and very efficiently. It'll create that 360 for us. These are all user interactive, so I can go and move it left and right. I can inspect kind of up close. We do have zoom options in these 360 views, so if there is a specific feature, functionality, for instance, I want to inspect what this little part is down here. And you have full control over the level of zoom that you want to provide to your users. These 360s are fully customizable as far as the actual the look and the feel and the functionality. So that's kind of the workflow there. Very fast, very efficient, and very high quality results regardless of experience. Let us know if you have any questions. I'll include additional information below in the video description area. Thank you.